Welcome back to Life with the Spectrum. I'm your host, Gina Cavalli, and it was about a week ago that the new season of Love on the Spectrum hit Netflix. And I can honestly say I was so proud to see all of the young participants and young adults that come to our Table Talk events featured in the show. To know that they're making meaningful connections and relationships and friendships outside of our Table Talk events just makes my heart smile. And I know it makes my partner's heart smile as well. You know, my partner's a busy lady. In addition to her being my partner with Table Talk, she also founded and is the executive director of Spectrum Autism Support Group there in Gwinnett County. Welcome back to the show, Miss Claire Dees. Hi, Claire. How you doing?
I am so excited today and so happy to talk with you.
It's nice to have you back on the show. I mean, I know I see you every month, but have you watched the entire season of Love on the Spectrum?
I tell you, I binge watched all weekend. I was so excited to watch and see so many familiar faces and to see our Table Talk event featured in so many of the shots there, and so many people now contacting us about how do we get this where we are.
I know, isn't it wonderful? I got to tell you, I don't know who I love most on the new season. Like, I'm in love with Tanner. I just think he spreads joy everywhere. I love Dave and Abby's love story in Kenya. I mean, it's just great. And then, of course, we have Connor right here at home.
Just the things they say, I'm laughing my head off, and knowing them, it just makes it even more special for me to say, oh, there's so-and-so, you know. I know that person or that other one. And I'm getting lots of messages from people that are on to say, I saw you, but I saw this person or that. So I think it's kind of exciting for them to feel like they got to be on the show. And when we did our first Table Talk and Love on the Spectrum came to record, they all thought they were stars that night because they had to sign releases and they knew they were being filmed. And I was so happy to see so many were captured, at least in the background, so they can feel like they got a little cameo there, you know, on the show.
And let's talk a little bit about Table Talk because, you know, Table Talk, we've been running it now for a solid year. And in that year, we have seen our participants grow more confident, grow more social, grow with their vocabulary in how to get in and out of a conversation in 5 minutes. I believe our model is truly working right here in Atlanta, isn't it?
I think the best part is they're actually making true friends. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a love interest. It's just a friend. Everybody wants a friend. And they're actually doing things together outside of the Table Talk. So they're getting each other's information. They're planning activities to go to a movie or go hiking or go to Japan Fest or whatever it is they have in common. And that's really the point, that we're not just providing a place for them to come and do that activity and practice their conversation skills, but to actually make a friend and to be able to take that further. So that, to me, is the whole point of it, really. And so I get excited to see that happening. I feel like even by watching the show, it's so apparent how our individuals do struggle with those conversations. They don't know what to say.
Yes.
They don't know when to stop, or, you know, sometimes they talk too much, or sometimes they don't know what to fill in the gap with, you know. Those awkward pauses, like, what do I say now? And we're teaching them all kinds of questions to ask other people and how to be interested, more than just the top three, like, what's your favorite hobby? But to have other kinds of questions so that helps them think a little bit about how you carry on a real conversation with people.
And I really enjoyed the fact that, you know, when we see the success of Table Talk, I don't know about you, but we've had parents reach out to us asking if there's anything for their teenagers to take part in like this, because it really is about making new connections and making friends. And so we are starting Table Talk Junior, and the first Table Talk Junior will be February 24th in Duluth at Spectrum, right there with your support group and your organization. So I really think that this is an opportunity for 12 to 17-year-olds to do the same thing that our young adults are doing and learn those conversation skills, which really are needed.
Yes, definitely. I'm really excited about Table Talk Junior, and that your lyric will be our MC for the day.
He's so cute.
But I think that there's a big gap for supports and services for teenagers, especially that function at a pretty high ability level, and they don't have much for them. So this is great. We also have started, Spectrum now has workshops for them, how to enter and maintain a conversation, how to exit a conversation, also how do you handle bullying. So we're looking at topics that might be appropriate for that age group, that 12 to 17-year-old, group, and then just do one-day workshops. So they come for 4 hours. They have lunch while they're there, so they have that social opportunity as well. And that's we just started that this past month, and it's been already very successful. And then those people, they want to come to Table Talk Junior so they can practice what they learned in those workshops.
And you're using the peers model, I understand, from Dr. Lageson, which I had her on the show, and she's terrific. So if you are just now watching this and you want to learn more about the peers program, go back on the YouTube channel, find Dr. Lageson's interview. So in addition to this, you also have some new social, like Saturday social clubs that you're doing. And tell us everything that the Spectrum Autism Support Group's got going on right now, Claire.
There's probably more than I can tell you, but I'm going to focus on these social clubs for adults because we see many of our adults are lonely and they're kind of at home. They may have a small part-time job, but many of them don't have those social opportunities. So we started something called the Saturday Social Club. You join just like you would a gym membership. So for $150, you sign up for 10 weeks. You can come every Saturday night, or you can just come on the ones you want to. It's just a setup here at the Spectrum Autism Support Center where you can go in one room where they're watching movies. They may be playing video games, karaoke, or just board games. They love board games. And we have supervision, and it's for those that are pretty independent who can be dropped off with 2 staff to 3 staff with 30 or 40 individuals. So we have 40 right now signed up for Saturday Social Club, girls and guys, and it's just their hangout. They can come, and it's a place they can feel comfortable to come to. Our facility is like a home. It's not like an institutional facility. It's a renovated old home. And so it's their place. And they bring refreshments. That's a good social skill to work on, is bring something when you're invited somewhere. So they'll bring pizza or cookies, chips, drinks, whatever they like, and learn to share the refreshments with everyone. And it's been very successful. We're in our second session of that. We just started in January with a new session of Saturday Social Club. And then we also do social outings, so you can sign up to go bowling or to movies or putt-putt or whatever. We schedule those once a month, and those are free. You just sign up and pay your entry fee for those. We have virtual groups. We have 2 virtual groups for women only, women over 18, and those meet virtually.
Wonderful.
And then we have Art Reach, which is for women on the spectrum, and it's art. At the Hudgens Center for Art and Learning, and they have done a great job embracing us there, and they get to go and see the art gallery there and do really cool art led by a real artist. I was just doing crafts with them for a while, and this is a big step above what I was able to do with them, so they get pretty excited to get together, and it's just a way to connect with other people, build friendships around a common interest. So those are some of our adult programs, and then the workshops that we do that I mentioned, we do those for adults as well. And then for summer, we have our Summer Transition Academy for those over 18 to 25, where they can learn how to change a tire, how to do a budget, how to plan your menu, and if you could live on your own, what would that look like, and what do you need to know? Could you drive or not? And then working all on social skills. That peers model is a part of our Summer Transition Academy. It is a 6-week intensive program. So you sign up for 6 weeks. It's like a summer academy that you go to.
Right.
And we're going to be doing that again this year. Last year was our pilot year, and that was very successful. Some people are coming back and doing it again because it was so meaningful for them to have that.
Sitting with me today, Claire Dees, the founder and executive director of the Spectrum Autism Support Group over in Gwinnett County. When we get back, we're going to touch a little bit more on summer activities that you and your family can take advantage of. Stay with me.
Life with the Spectrum would like to thank our friends at Don's Tree Service. Mention that you heard it here and get 10% off. 770-413-TREE. If you'd like to have your business name here, reach us at gcast.com.
Welcome back to Life with the Spectrum. I'm your host, Gina Cavalli. With me today, my partner in crime, Claire Dees, the founder and executive director of Spectrum Autism Support Group in Gwinnett. Now, Claire, really quick, we mentioned the Transition Academy that you have for some young adults, but you also have some camps. In fact, like Lyric signed up for Camp Journey, his first go-away camp will be coming up this summer, where he's actually going to leave home for a week. Can you care to share a little bit about some of the summer camps you have for the littler ones?
I would love to. So Camp Journey is one of my favorite ones we do because it gives a parent the opportunity to send a child to camp for a week and
Yes.
overnight so that you get a break, but also they learn more independent skills. The social piece is huge. They make friends. It's so exciting to see them come back each year and see their camp friends, that maybe they only see at camp. We also do weekend overnight, so you can try a weekend out if you're not so sure about doing a full week. We start at age 9 and above, so we have some adults that attend camp as well. They love it and they want to keep coming. We have no age limit on the top end for our camp journey.
And do you look for volunteers for that from college kids?
Absolutely, yes. We love volunteers. We actually often get nursing students too to get their clinicals, and we welcome volunteers. Yes, and we love young, energetic people to come out because it's a high ratio of staff to camper in all of our programs. Then we do day camp. So our day camp, we do 6 weeks of day camp, ages 4 and up, and we take all ability levels. So people say, "Oh, does my child have to be toilet trained?" And we're like, "No, we're working on all those skills with your child. We are not do an education-based program. It's about social skills. So it's about having fun at a camp, just like a typical camp, rotating from activities like art and music and movement and doing all the things you would do in a typical camp. And so they love going to camp. A lot of our families say their children are at the door with their backpacks at 6 a.m. ready to go to camp, where they pitched a fit when they had to go to school, So we love it that we can create a really fun camp environment for them and continue to work on the areas they need help with, communication skills and behavior challenges and all those things they deal with. And we do hire staff that are all trained in the field of autism.
I think what I like most about these camps, specifically Camp Journey, when I signed Lyric up, because that's run through Adrienne Wilkins, right, which I also had her on the show at one point, is the cost. Oftentimes families with special needs kids, whether they're on the spectrum, Down syndrome, pick a disability, right? Pick a challenge. Everything is so expensive. The cost of speech and language therapy, the cost of this therapy, the cost of this, and then you add camps, special needs camps. This was the most affordable one that I could find here in Georgia. And so I'm very excited that Lyric will be coming to Camp Journey.
I'm really glad to hear that. I know that families are stressed with all of the other things they have to spend money on, and we really work hard to raise money through our fundraising events like the Georgia Race for Autism in the fall to make up the difference. So we do not charge the full cost of what it costs us to provide these camps. We discount them and supplement with money that we raise because we feel like it's so important that everybody has that opportunity. The other thing that's very important to me is that we educate them on the financial resources that are available in our community. There are family support funds, respite funds, and many people are like, "What is that?" They don't even know that that's available in our state. And so we help. We just had a workshop this month for people to learn how do you do this paperwork that's required to apply for the funding. And so that's one thing that we love to do is provide those kind of resources as well. And we have family camp. We have a family camp Labor Day weekend every year. And we have about 120 people come out for family camp. You can bring your whole family up to Camp Twin Lakes up in Winder, Georgia. And that's who we partner with for all of our overnight camps.
Well, I can't thank you enough for doing what you're doing. I don't know how you do it, Claire. I mean, you're like me. You work from sun up to sundown and actually even in the dark. So it's a nonstop thing. And I can't say enough good things about the Spectrum Autism Support Group. And really, the future is so bright for all of your programs that you've got going on. And of course, I'm so grateful and lucky to have a partnership with you with Table Talk and now Table Talk Junior. And can we go ahead and talk a little bit about the Girls' Day Out really quick?
Yes. So we've had a lot of girls ask, what if we could do some kind of lunch date for just girls to go out to lunch? So we're going to do Girls' Day Out. And we'll do kind of the Table Talk model, but it'll be to help girls make friends. And maybe they're a little intimidated, I think, by the idea of a love interest or the dating thing. They just want to make a friend. So we're excited to do something for girls only.
Well, I'm excited for the future for both of us, Claire, Spectrum Autism Support Group, for our Table Talk events, Table Talk Junior, our Girls' Day Out coming up in March, and we'll give you more information. Really quickly, where can people find all this information on your website?
Okay, on our website, all of the big programs are on the home page, so they're really easy to find. You just go to spectrumautism.org.
spectrumautism.org. Thank you, Claire Dees, for being again on the show. I'll see you this weekend.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
It is always great to catch up with Claire, right? I mean, she's the founder and executive director of Spectrum Autism Support Group in Gwinnett County, and she's also my partner with Table Talk Events. And if you're interested in bringing one of these to your area, feel free to reach out. Again, her website is spectrumautism.org. Mine is gcast.com. That's GKASTS.com. And we can both coordinate to try to bring a table talk to your area. But here in the metro, if you live close to Gwinnett County, think about it. Even if you have a young one, I love that Claire Dees has different programs, different day camps, new social opportunities, and social Saturdays for just about every age group. And don't forget, we are bringing Table Talk Junior to Duluth in February. So you can still sign up for that. I think there's still room at spectrumautism.org. Thanks again for checking out Life with the Spectrum. Again, if you're not in the area, but you know somebody who's making a big difference in the world of autism or disabilities in general, we need to know about it. I want to talk to them. Maybe we can book them for a future episode of Life with the Spectrum. You can like, comment, share. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and reach out via the channel, or you can always hit me, Gina at gcast.com. That's GKASTS.com. As we continue to live this crazy journey called life, I appreciate you stopping by to Life with the Spectrum. See ya.
Bye.